Hi there, I'm Pastor Mercy, and I'm excited to be with you today. We begin the series Entrepreneurship from the Bible today, and today I'll be starting with the letter A. Now, the letter A represents accountability. Accountability. For any successful business person, one of the things that you must take very seriously in your business is accountability. And I like to say that accountability starts from day one. One mistake that we make when we get into business is that we are focused on doing every other thing, making sales, getting customers and telling people about our business, but we refuse to keep records. And the truth is that records bring order. Records bring order, and order brings increase. I'll repeat that again. Record keeping brings order into your business, and order brings increase. I quote two scriptures. I'll explain them to you, and I trust God that as you begin to, if you have not started keeping records in your business, as you begin to keep records from today, you see the difference between when you keep records as a business person and when you do not keep records. Matthew chapter 25 verse 14, it says, "For it is like a man who was about to take a long journey, and he called his servants together and entrusted them with his property. To one he gave 5 talents." I'm reading the Amplified version, and it says probably about $5,000. To another 2, and to one he gave each one portion of his own according to his personal ability. Then he departed and left the country. He who received the 5 talents went at once and traded with them and gained 5 talents more. He who received the 5 talents went at once and traded with them and then gained 5 talents more. Now, because of time, I would not want to read the entire scripture, but what we got to realize after many verses is that the master did not give he did not give a prior notice to these people who he had given these talents to. He didn't give them a prior notice as to when he was going to return. But upon his return, he asked a simple question: what happened to the 5 talents that I gave to you? And without thinking twice, this servant was able to say, "Master, I have gained 5 more." Now, somebody who doesn't keep record will not be able to give that answer at a glance. That person would have told his master, "Please, can I go back and check my records and all?" But a person who keeps records can give you figures at a glance. So if I ask you, how much has been your total income for the past 6 months of your business? If you are really someone who keeps record in your business, you shouldn't think twice before giving me that answer. That answer should come natural to you because you are accountable. One of the things that you must hold dearly as an entrepreneur who wants to thrive in business is that you must be accountable, and you must be accountable from day one. I would always say, always end at least the week, always end each week with at least a balanced record sheet. Keep record of everything that comes in, both your inflow and your outflow. You may not need a professional to audit your business from the beginning, but you need to keep accounts from the beginning. Accountability starts from day one. Accountability starts from day one. I share another story with you. Jesus was going to feed 5,000 people, 5,000 men, aside women and children. And then what was available at his disposal was 5 loaves of bread and 2 fishes. Now you would expect that, because Jesus had given thanks, you would expect that he would get the results that he was expecting immediately after giving thanks. But there's a principle that many of us overlook. Is the principle of accountability. Jesus asked his disciple, he said, make them sit down in groups. In doing that, Jesus was trying to keep record of how many people, exact number of people that were in that system. And that way, remember that he could not, the fishes and the bread did not multiply until they started distributing them, until order had been put in place, until they had taken record of what was happening, what the problem is, what the challenge is. Record keeping or accountability is not even just about keeping the numbers, but sometimes keeping track of how many customers you have attracted in the past 6 months, keeping track of how much you have spent on PR in the last 6 months. You need to take detailed notes of all of these things, and that will also help in your decision making process. One of the advantages of keeping accounts or keeping records of everything that you do in your business is that it helps you to make detailed and proper decisions as regards the next step of your business. I hope that this blessed you, and I hope that this has helped you. And if you have any questions with regards accountability, or you are struggling with being accountable in your business, reach out to me, and I'll definitely either hook you up with somebody who could help you in your business if you are not in the city of Abuja. But if you're in Abuja, I may just probably set up a meeting with you, and then we'll look at your business properly and then be able to come up with a solution on how you can become more accountable. I need you to know that God is trusting you to do that business the right way, and God is not going to give you a nudging as to when he's going to ask you, because I hope you know that if you're a business person and you're a kingdom business person, your business is your ministry. Your business is your ministry, and then you cannot afford to do business the way other people would do business, because you would have to give account for it, not just here on earth, and even when you get to heaven. I hope that this helps you, and I hope that any question that you have had before now as regards accountability has been answered. But if not, send me a message and then I'll give you an answer to the question. God bless you, and see you next week.